Hi listeners, welcome to Brain Adventure's first content creator one-shot, where we bring creators from all around the internet here to play with us on Brain Adventures. The first one is set in the world of Hollywood Nights. If you haven't listened to it yet, might want to stop this and go listen to it. You don't have to, but there is more enjoyment if you know what's going on. Alright, well, my name is Logan Arneson and I'll be the DM, and let's meet our amazing cast.
I'm Alana. I play Zuri. I'm bringing her over from Crit Like a Girl podcast. She is a half-human, half-elf bard, and she managed to become a bard by getting lessons from her favorite big-time singer, and now she's in LA trying to find her place.
I'm Louise. I play Fia from the podcast Romancing the Dungeon. And I'm joined today, I'm going to be playing Danny, who is a half-elf cleric, who is a failed life coach, and her mom told her to get off her ass and go and find a job. So that's what I'm playing today.
Hi, I'm SG, and I'm from D&D World, the West Marches Living World server. Today, I'll be playing Lana, a half-elf bard who is failed superstar who ends up as a backup a cappella dancer. She is now going to try to reignite her dream to be the Hollywood Beyonce.
I'm Luce. I am the DM on A Rendezvous with Destiny, which is a fun podcast, think Percy Jackson but grown up. And today I am playing Julius, or rather Jules, a stuntman from Hollywood, bit washed up, who's found out he's a half-orc.
My name's Yasmin. I'm from Check These Out. There I play Oriana. Today I will be playing Sariel Cyanidel, a actor that has taken up the role of a monk within a film, and she has taken up this role so well that she has now gained the abilities of a drunken monk.
I am Sarah, or Stars. I am the DM over at Crit Like a Girl podcast, and today I will be playing Vice, who is a tiefling circus performer who uses a whip to do blade singing.
Fantastic. I'm so excited to play with all of you. I've listened to a little bit of everything everyone's done so far. They're all fantastic, so go listen. At the end of the episode, we'll give more in-depth rundown of where to find everyone, like where their channels and Twitters and Discords are at. So let's jump in. The scene opens on the Hollywood and Highlands Center, where all of our starstruck heroes, or wannabe starstruck heroes, have arrived due to various ways of finding out that there is a recruitment for the Hollywood Nights by one Sir Edwin Durmin. As they scale the steps into the Hollywood Highlands Center, they see a variety of people waiting, but it's oddly empty for those of you who are familiar with the center, almost like some spell was cast to try and keep standard-bys away from this test. At the front is one of our original Royal Knights, Sir Edwin Durmin, Captain of the Guard, and as everyone gathers, he begins to speak. Welcome. I am proud of you all. Just by showing up shows your drive and your bravery. Today you will embark on 3 trials to test your smarts, your cunning and creativity, as well as your skill. We are all aware of the increasing shift in magic in the city, and you feel the need, nay, the calling to help, which makes you all perfect candidates to participate in the trials for the the Hollywood Nights. Now, there are 2 elephant statues that will give you riddles to your first clue. Then follow the clues and find me at the end of the trials, and those of you who make it will be inducted into the Nights. Any questions before I take my leave?
Yes, are we supposed to be working together?
Oh, yes, perfect question. If you will look down at your wrists, there have been magical bracelets that have appeared on you with matching colors. Find the group that you match, and that is your team. And if you all look down, you are wearing blue bracelets, and there's another group with red bracelets.
Well, hello there, fellow.
Guys, anyone have blue bracelets? Blue over here.
I believe I'm on your team.
Right, I seem to be blue as well.
Yep, I think I'm meant to be here. Hi.
Team effort grows. Okay.
We're all here to become a knight today, so let's just get our head in the game and don't do anything stupid.
I make no promises, but I'm in.
Yeah, that might be a bit difficult, but I am happy to help.
Alright, let's go look for that elephant statue. Where are those?
You can see 2, they're like giant white statues.
Okay, want to take the one on the left or the one on the right?
Let's go for the one on the left.
These statues are on the second floor area, so you proceed up the stairs and you get to the statue. Does anyone speak for the group, or does everyone just kind of go up to the statue at the same time?
Stand in front of it waiting for something to happen.
Yeah, I will go and stand in front of it as well.
I'm gonna take a look around and see if there are any switches or anything.
Yeah, I'll go walk around the edges of it and then like tap it on the face, see if it reacts.
Anyone that wants to make a perception or investigation check may. Just let me know what your scores are.
Yes, please.
Zuri got a 2.
It's a 21 investigation for Vice.
I got 9 in perception.
That was an 11 perception for Sariel.
Nat 1! Nat 1!
Okay, we'll start with the nat 1. You think this giant marble statue is actually made out of styrofoam and is just a waste of time. R2, you just think it's a normal statue. Everyone kind of in the middle. You think there's some kind of magical element about this, but you're not sure. And then if you got above 18, you can tell that this thing is fully alive and is just waiting for everyone to just kind of, it's having fun, kind of just waiting for everyone to get settled, and it's waiting for a good moment to try and spook everybody.
I just tapped it on the face.
The moment you tap it on its face, it goes, "Oh, welcome!
Holy.
Welcome to the riddle of the Sphinx."
Hello to you too. I go and sit down next to everyone else.
Certainly not like any sphinx I've ever seen, but far be it from me to judge.
Yes, I am a sphinx. I may look like an elephant, but people look like different things in Hollywood. You can be what you want. And me and my brother want to be sphinxes. So that's what we are.
Yeah, plastic surgery is quite advanced nowadays.
Or marble surgery.
I do like your enthusiasm.
All right, would you like your riddles? There are 3 riddles before I give you your clue to your next location.
Yes, please.
All righty. Listen closely. It could be tricky. What holds the city still, leaves us frozen with no chill. Every day we willingly enter this cage, but doing so fills us with such rage. What am I?
Work, right?
That is not correct.
Oh.
I was going to say traffic.
That is it. Traffic. Good job. I mean, have you taken the 405 or the 101? I mean, don't even get me started on Birmingham Boulevard. Ugh, stuck there for hours. Would you like the next one?
Yes, please.
A narcissistic lack of self-pity, an unseen fuel throughout the city, often prioritized over sanity. Pretending to be healthy, people cling to...
Singularity?
Morality?
Vanity?
Vanity, yes, good job. We have a clever bunch, I see.
Actually, I have no idea what's going on, but I trust you guys.
Yeah, I don't think I'm much help here, but I'm giving it a go.
Sorry, I'm a bit of a bookworm over here.
That's why we put you into teams. Everyone has different skills, and as long as you work together, I'm sure you all will pass. Maybe. Your last one. I am rarely sorry, got a peanut in my throat. I am rarely achieved, but often grieved. I fill you with struggle and strife, but I bring you love and meaning in life.
Happiness?
Close. Anyone have a guess?
No one else does. I might have 2. Either fame or success was what I was going to go with.
Ooh, interesting. I feel like you were in the right area. It's what the city was built upon.
Dreams?
Yes, dreams. They give you such struggle and strife, but they're sometimes worth it, but some people never achieve it. It's very sad. I see it all the time here, especially on the Walk of Fame. Those characters, they're here to be actors, and all they do is they, fantasy Elsa for the rest of their life.
Some people.
All right, you have all earned yourself a 50% off coupon to La La Land. It's a souvenir shop just a block or so away.
Ooh, yeah! Let's grab the coupon.
Ta-ta!
Is that supposed to be our next clue? A coupon?
Was there meant to be a clue?
I'm gonna say yes!
Very good, yes. The coupon is the clue. That's where you'll have your next puzzle.
Uh-huh.
We don't have to spend money though, right? Because my mom didn't give me money today. She told me I had to come out to get a job to get my own.
That is entirely up to you.
That's fine, I'm not spending any money. That's cool.
Don't worry, guys. I have like a whole $10 right here.
Ooh, don't spend that all in one spot now.
All right. Does everyone head off to La La Land?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As you all are leaving, can you all roll me perception checks? And then if you got above an 15, let me know.
I got 17.
I got 12.
13.
Okay. So who rolled the 15? Or higher?
That would be me.
No one else will notice this, but you will notice that the red team is in front of their elephant, just bickering and arguing and not getting along.
Upon seeing the other team bickering to themselves, Sariel just giggles a little bit under her breath and then walks along with the rest of the group.
As you all leave the Hollywood Highland Center, venture down the Hollywood Walk of Fame past the people playing music and the stars on the sidewalk, and you get to La La Land. Upon arriving here, it is quite busy. There are people all over the place looking at souvenirs, putting them down. There are 3 guards you'll notice. They are patrolling to make sure no one is stealing anything.
So, what do we do here?
Do we need to use the coupon we were given?
Yes, what she said.
Anyone want to roll me an insight?
I'll do it.
Why not?
Try.
I'm going to say DC 12.
No.
That is a nat 1.
Oh,
So close, but no.
Everything so far has been intelligence-based rolls. This is my dump stat.
This is wisdom, at least.
Zuri got a 4.
You think there's something that you may have to get with this? So you need to figure out what in this shop would relate to a magical night quest, basically.
I got a 23.
Okay, a 23. You full on think that there has to be something magical here that you're either going to have to buy or use the coupon to get access to.
Okay. Can I cast Detect Magic?
Ooh, yes, please do.
Okay.
So happy you did that.
Okay, so I burnt one of my first level spell slots to cast Detect Magic.
And what's the range on that?
On self, it's a 30-foot sphere.
Let's say you cast it and you kind of take a walk around the shop to see what you find that's magical.
Okay.
There are a few things that are minorly magic that you take note of. There's a little electronic nameplate that flashes names. It's hidden among a bunch of other nameplates. There is a green juice smoothie in a refrigerator amongst some other ones that is giving off some magic.
Okay.
A selfie stick in a box that's giving off some magic. It's a keychain. There's a staff amongst a bunch of walking sticks that give off magic.
Okay.
And then the biggest thing is the suit of armor in the center here, which you'll recognize from the famous movie out about superheroes, The Aluminum Man, because copyright. He has 6 Metro cards that are magical in the breastplate of his armor.
As I was kind of walking around and feeling magic off these other things, I pick up the keychain as well as I'm walking around. Like, oh, that's cool. But then I take the Metro cards off and I'm like, I think I found it, and I'm waving them above my head.
The moment you reach for the Metro cards, the guards come up to you and they're like, please don't touch. And they stop you before you can grab the Metro cards.
But I need those, though.
I'm sorry, you cannot cross the line. Please don't touch any of the statues or the figures. It is not for sale. It's just for you to look at.
I don't want the statue, though. I want the Metro cards.
Please, ma'am, stay back. Otherwise, we'll have to escort you out.
This isn't fair. I'm here to try and do a job. I just want the Metro cards, please.
While the guards are distracted, can I try and steal the Metro cards from the statue?
Yes, you may. Would you like to do a sleight of hand, or would you like to stealth and then sleight of hand?
I would like to do a stealth and then sleight of hand.
Okay.
Can I give them advantage by making a nuisance of myself over the other side of the shop? I'll just be supposedly drunkenly shambling around, crashing into things, generally making a nuisance of myself.
Fantastic. Okay, 2 of the guards are going to peel off. We'll come over to you and it's going to be like, excuse me, ma'am, we're going to have to ask you to leave. You are knocking over the merchandise. And they start to escort you out, leaving 1 guard, which will give advantage.
I'm still kind of talking to this one guard, not touching the statue, but just annoying them. But why can't I have the Metro cards? I don't want the statue, I want the Metro cards. I don't understand this. I'm supposed to come in here and buy stuff in this shop, and I want to buy those. I don't understand why you're causing a problem for me right now.
If you want Metro cards, you can go to the Metro station and get your own. That's fine. Just, you can't let you be touching the set of armor. It's display only.
Yeah, but I'm not touching the armor. I want the cards. Like, I don't understand your logic here. The cards are right there. I want to buy those cards. Can I have those cards?
Those are not for sale.
So that is a 23 on stealth and a dirty 20 on sleight of hand.
Yeah, you can full on slip those out of there.
Then I will casually just make eye contact with everyone, wink, and just leave the shop.
I guess I'll go to the Metro station. Gosh, this place is so unhelpful. I'm leaving a 1-star review.
Amongst the Metro cards, if you look through them, there is a little card that says, "Come back and see me again," and it has a little elephant that's winking on it.
A very roundabout way to do this, but sure.
So we've got to go back to the statue.
Yeah.
Right, okay. Let's go.
Before you leave, are you doing anything about those other magic items that are in the shop?
The keychain in my hand. I was like, I might as well get this. How much?
Oh, hi. Yes, you have a 50% off coupon? Oh, okay, that's 75 cents.
Well, and I throw the 3/4 on the counter and walk out.
Once you leave the shop, a little piece of paper unfolds from the back of the keychain, and this is the magic item you got. The helpful little keychain. A wondrous uncommon item. With a short rest, you can attune this keychain to any common item. As long as it's on the same plane of existence, the keychain will point you in the direction of the item.
Sweet. So it's like one of those Apple Air.
Yeah. Exactly. It's just like a magical little locator, but it's kind of less helpful. It could be anywhere and it just points in the direction. So it could be miles away.
Oh, God. Okay.
So you guys are all heading back to the elephant?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Let's go.
As you get back there, you see that the red team is still there, and they are waiting at the top of the steps. And they look like they're possibly aggressive.
With each other?
Well, they look happy to see you, but in a not good way.
Right.
Right.
Is there anything going on?
This looks like it's going to be trouble.
So the one member steps out, and he goes, "Hey, so we couldn't figure out the riddle, so we just decided we'd wait for you to come back, and we'd just take whatever you got. So, what'd you get?"
Or you can go fuck yourselves and go find your own?
Yeah, you can try, mate, if you think you're hard.
It's not how this works. You have to do the work yourself. I mean, we did.
Everyone roll me initiative.
That one.
8.
23.
18.
16.
Well, let me describe your enemies for you quick, so you know what you're in for. The first person you see is a woman. She is dressed all in leather, and she has a little logo that looks like a work t-shirt that's under her leather vest, and it says "Kinks and Stuff," and she carries a whip.
Oh.
She is a cashier from a local shop. Next, there is the guy that kind of was very boisterous and accusatory. He carries a big subway sign that he spins around really fast, and he points it at everybody. There is a woman dressed like the Statue of Liberty, and she is posing ever so still, looking like she is a statue. There is a guy that is dressed in like backwards hat, really pasty white guy. He's trying to hand CDs to people as they walk past, being like, "Hey, listen to my music." There is a guy that is just sitting on the ground behind them, just like kind of tapping on the top of a drum that's just made out of a bucket. And then one guy with a megaphone that's just like not even paying attention, going just kind of like with the group, just being like, "You're all going to hell. Just so you know, you're all going to burn in eternal damnation."
Oh, good.
And this is the other team. It looks like Zariel. You'll be first to act.
Okay, so I will go up to the primary one that was talking smack to us. It'll kind of look like I'm stumbling over, but at the same time I make it over there very quickly. I will whip out my quarterstaff and then drop down to my knees and attempt to take their feet out from under them.
Fantastic.
Oof, does a 25 hit?
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay, I'll just get the damage up. I would have been doing that two-handed, so that's 1d8 plus 5. Okay, 11 damage. And then I will do my unarmed strike. 14?
14? That does not hit.
Okay, and then I will expend a key point to do flurry of blows, so I get to punch out twice more. Does a 20 hit?
That does hit.
8 damage on that. hit, and then roll one more. Does a 15 hit?
15 does not hit.
Okay, perfect. So as Sariel lands these 2 hits, she kind of staggers backward, looking slightly tipsy, but as part of her Flurry of Blows action, she gets the effects of disengage, so she can back away without taking an opportunity attack. And that'd be the end of my turn.
So you just like wallop this guy. He looks like he is barely standing. He drops his spinning sign on the ground and it kind of like cuts a slash into the cement and then just kind of tumbles away from him. And he looks like he's about to fall asleep.
He is not having a good day.
This is the guy with the CDs. Who has the Metro cards, or did you divide them amongst each other?
We didn't say we did, so I will have them in that case.
This guy comes up, and he's just going to try and take them from you. So you can give me a strength or a dex save.
Okay, yeah, that's cool. That's 26.
As he reaches out, you kind of just bat his hand away, and he just looks really shocked. He thought he was going to do really good about that, and you just knocked it away. And he's just kind of like, you want to hear my music, man?
What I'm imagining now is because Jules is solidly about 6.5 foot tall. Imagine like holding them up in above this guy's height where he can't reach them.
Fantastic. Next up is the guy that's yelling into the megaphone. He's gonna run up and he's just gonna try like a full like sprint by grab. So he's gonna have disadvantage on this. But yeah, give me a strength or a dex.
The 19.
Well, he rolled a natural 20, but he has disadvantage and he rolled a 4 on the second roll. He just stumbles past and then just kind of like runs over, hits against the wall, and it's just like takes his megaphone, shouts back, "You're going to hell!" The bard of the group, he's just gonna play his drums and give inspiration to the Statue of Liberty over here. Next up we have Vice.
Oh yeah. So Vice knows she should probably be protecting the Metro card. That should probably be her focus. But there is a dude in a megaphone yelling about people going to hell, and she is fully a tiefling.
Yeah.
So she's gonna turn around and glare at him, and she's gonna waste a spell. She's gonna cast Tasha's Hideous Laughter on him.
Ooh, please do. He's like, "Did you just try and cast dark magic on me? You will burn in..." And he drops his megaphone. It shatters and falls down the stairs, and he tips over backwards and also falls down the stairs.
Oof.
Just laughing.
Sorry, I'm sure that was a waste, but you got to get fun in somehow. That's all she's gonna do. She's gonna back sideways to kind of help shield the Metro cards.
Awesome. Jewel, what are you gonna do?
Nice. I'm just gonna try and hit the guy in front of me with my greatsword.
Fantastic. Is your greatsword made to look like a propped one for like a movie set?
Yes, it looks like a movie set prop sword, but it isn't actually a proper sword.
So it's like a reverse of what like they would use on a set.
Yes, completely. Does a 19 hit?
Yes, it does.
That is 11 points of damage, please.
So he just drops his bundle of CDs as like this blade like sinks into his shoulder, and he just like lets out a yelp, and he's like, yow!
Nice.
He's still standing there. Anything else?
That will be the end of my go. I won't waste things yet.
Guy with the sign picks up his sign again, and it starts spinning really fast, and loose. It's a 16 hit.
No, it does not.
What about a 22?
Yeah, that hits.
Fantastic. Alright, you're going to take 5 damage as this spinning sword tries to slice you once and then slices you with the back end as it comes around.
Ow.
Yeah, and that's his turn. Next up, we have
Lana, the character. Not Alana the player, but Lana, played by FG.
Lana just goes like, "Alright guys, so here's the thing, and you have to listen up, alright? I only know how to do dance battles, and this is clearly not one of them. So you guys have to step aside so that we can go become knights and you guys can just go away." And with that, she's going to hold up her set of bagpipes and she starts playing a tune.
Go to town on bagpipes.
First of all, she's going to use a mantle of inspiration. So I'm gonna expend 1 use of Bardic Inspiration so that the rest of the party will get 5 temporary hit points, and they can each move up to their speed without provoking opportunity attacks.
Very good.
Fantastic. So everyone go ahead and move as a reaction, your full movement. You will not provoke attack of opportunities while you move.
Alright, and then suddenly the music changes to something sleepy, sensual, like something you'll play at a spa to make people fall asleep. And with that, I'm going to cast a sleep spell that's 20 feet from a point.
Yeah, you can hit everyone. If you cast it there, you'll miss the preacher guy, but he fell down the stairs.
He's already incapacitated.
Yeah, I don't think I can hit everyone like safely without harming the party. So I'm going to cast this at a second level. So that would be 78.
Very beautiful sounding bagpipe starts lulling everybody to sleep.
So up to 42 hit points.
So for sure, the guy with the sign is just out. He had 1 hit point left. And then the rogue also goes down. The cashier from the shop, she goes unconscious. And the bard with the bucket falls unconscious, which just leaves...
The Statue of Liberty.
Alright guys, 1 more to go.
Alright. It's the Statue of Liberty's turn. She glares at all of you, and she taps her tiara, which glows bright. Ooh. She just rolled max on this skill that her tiara gives her. She moves, and you're gonna also need to make that save again, Luce, for the someone grabbing at your metro cards.
22.
Would this, what she's doing, count as an opportunity attack? Or would she be attacking Luce?
She is attacking Luce, yeah.
Okay, in that case, I get an opportunity attack because she's attacking an ally within 5 feet of me and I have Sentinel.
Ooh, yes, please do.
So I'm gonna bonk her with my quarterstaff. Does a 24 hit?
Yes, 24 does hit.
Okay, perfect. I'm gonna roll my damage. That's 11 damage to the Statue of Liberty. And her speed is reduced to 0 for the rest of the turn.
Awesome. Luce, she tied with you, so I'm going to say she gets one of the metro cards away from you, and then she kind of smirks, and she misty steps.
Fuck.
She lands, and you see some weird energy go about her. It looks like she kind of glitches, and then she misty steps again, and then again, and she's gone. Battle over. Everyone's asleep or laughing at the bottom of a staircase. You have 5 of your 6 metro cards.
Oh, what the heck? Where the hell did you go?
That's interesting. You're not supposed to be able to cast that often. I can do that. That's curious as an ability.
Magic is confusing.
Anyone want to roll an Arcana on that tiara?
I would love to roll Arcana.
Yes, please.
No.
15?
17.
Zuri gets a 16.
3.
Anyone beat or match a 20 or higher?
I don't think so.
Okay, so you definitely think that tiara has some weird time magic to it, but you're not sure what. If you got a 20, I was going to drop the full stat card in the chat. I'll save it maybe for another time. What are you all going to do now? You have a bunch of unconscious people, a preacher that probably has a concussion, missing metro card.
Go get our mission done. We can't do anything about the metro cards, but this spell only lasts for 1 minute, so we better hurry up.
Let's go to back to the elephant then.
Let's go talk to the elephant then.
Let's bounce.
All right, so you get up to the elephant, and he's like, "Oh, welcome back. I see you've got the metro cards. I am going to give you a metro map that will lead you to your next location." And he hands you just like a little map of Hollywood that has... It's missing all of the metro trains except for one, the red line that goes to Universal City Walk. What you're looking for will be at that location.
So, a quick question. What are we going to do if we are, hypothetically speaking, missing one metro card?
That's up to you. You either have to get it back or find another way to get one of your party members there. You could always leave someone behind.
I think I might have a solution. Not technically a legal solution, but a solution nonetheless.
Yeah, what are we talking about?
Alright, let's hear it.
I can be invisible. I just walk in with one of you. I have an hour of invisibility.
Yeah, sounds good.
I love this plan.
You all head to the metro station then?
Yeah.
You swipe through, one of you is invisible and heads in with the rest, correct?
Yep, I will cast invisibility on myself, so I am invisible for an hour. And I will stick close to Luz or someone.
So after you get through the gate and get onto the metro, you know that you're pretty much safe now. No one saw you get through there illegally, so you can drop it, and you will now all get a short rest as it travels up the tracks to Universal City Walk. So go ahead and spend any hit dice if you want to heal, if you were damaged.
I will be using Arcane Recovery to get back that second level spell slot.
How long does that temp HP we got last for?
It's usually after you have a long rest that it disappears.
Awesome.
Yeah.
All right, so everyone fully short rested?
Yes.
Yep.
You all get off the train and you head to Universal City Walk via the tram that takes you there if you've never been there. Get off the train and there's like a little tram car that will take you up the hill to the City Walk. Once you arrive there, you see that same similar spell active that's kind of keeping bystanders away. They're still kind of skirting around the edges of this area, but there's an area with a big fountain, and Sir Durmin is standing there, and the Statue of Liberty is there with him, and she's sitting on the ground and she looks kind of upset. What do you do?
Wander over, see what's going on.
Absolutely.
Is the Statue of Liberty the one that took the Metro card from us, yeah?
That is the very same one, yes.
I'll shamble over there.
So Durmin sees you all coming and he's like, "Oh, good, all right. Fantastic, a full team. That's what I was waiting for. You can't really complete this without a full team," and he glances down at the Statue of Liberty.
Carver's a bitch.
Tough luck, mate.
Oh no, cheating didn't get you what you wanted.
I'll wander over to where she is. If she's like sitting down, I'll kneel out in front of her and hold my hand out like, "I'll be taking my Metro card back now, thank you."
He sheepishly hands it over.
And then I'll get back up, smiling to myself, and I'll go join the others.
So Durmin kind of glances around. "All right, I assume that the other team is not showing up, so your final test." And he claps his hands twice, and there's a statue of a dragon that's up on the railing above him. It comes to life and crawls down. This is a friend of mine. He is going to scan your souls to see if you are worthy. If everything's good, you will be royal knights, and if everything's not, you will be rejected. The dragon's eyes light up, and then they flicker, and the dragon jerks to the left and then to the right, and then black lines start to seep from its eyeballs. Sir Durmin looks like he's about to question what's happening, and the dragon hits him with his tail, and he goes flying into a nearby shop.
Oh,
What?
shit.
I don't think this is correct.
That's supposed to happen.
The dragon, its voice is distorted and seems unnatural for even a dragon, and it goes,
"You are unworthy. You took advantage of the infrastructure of the city that you are supposed to protect. You did not aid those in trouble. Instead, you made fun of them and beat them down."
and it's like twitching. Anyone want to roll insight on the dragon?
Yes, please.
A shot.
Please be a good roll.
Ooh.
22.
Also a 22.
16.
7.
An 8.
So those that got, I'm going to say, above a 16 can tell that this is the weird magic that's been happening in the city. It somehow is affecting this dragon's perception. So it was just going to fail you, but now it seems extremely aggressive. Water starts to pour up out of the fountain, and it encapsulates 6 people that are walking by and holds them in this giant bubble of water. The dragon looks at you all and says,
"Would you sacrifice yourself for the city that you want to protect?"
Yeah, probably, but like you're kind of acting really creepy, so I'm
The
going.
moment you say yes, you disappear. You're inside the bubble of water, and one of the civilians that is standing by is dropped out of it, and they run away.
Oh, that's concerning.
And then, one by one, you each disappear and replace the people that are trapped. So the bubble teleports up to the roof, and the dragon enters the bubble with you all. And he says,
Your last challenge is to defeat me, but you cannot breathe.
I have a concerning question. Does this mean I can't cast any spells with a verbal component?
you 100% can cast but
It will use up all my air.
you're not going to use up all your air. This is
Okay.
a fun mechanic that I like to use in my campaigns that I DM at home.
I feel your pain, dude.
This is very cool.
The rule is 3 times your con mod is how many rounds of breath you have. That's how long you can hold your breath. When you take damage, you have to roll a d4, and you lose that many rounds of breath. If you cast a spell, you roll a d6 and half it, and that's how many rounds you lose. If you run out of air, you start losing health. If you go to 0, you drown. You can make your death save still, but you're going to drown if you don't get out.
Is that any spell, or is that only spell with verbal?
Spells with verbal.
Okay.
So if you have spells that are non-verbal, you can cast those just fine.
Okay. I have several cantrips.
Verbal. All my spells are verbal.
I've got like 2 that aren't, and they're both just cantrips because they're both my attacking cantrips.
All right. So does everyone know how many rounds they can last?
Yes.
Yep.
12 rounds. Fantastic. That's our longest breath holder right there.
Probably not, because I'm going to need to spend those rounds for spells.
Good thing you have a high con. Everyone's ready? Then roll initiative. Ba-da-ba-ba.
Yay. Got 15.
7.
15
Oh,
as
shit.
well.
Okay. No, double nat 20s on initiative. Okay.
Damn.
So wait, who tied with me? Because I have like 16 decks.
I tied with you, and I have 19 decks, so...
Everyone here and everyone ready to fight a dragon in a giant water bubble on the roof of Universal City.
Awesome.
Sariel, you are first to act.
Okay, I am gonna shamble up to where the dragon is, sort of stumbling at first and then going into a swim very quickly then. Does that affect my movement?
If you don't have a swimming speed, I'm going to have you make an athletics check. If you don't beat a 12, your movement's going to be halved.
Okay. 18.
Fantastic. You can move your regular movement. Swim.
Perfect. So I am gonna drunkenly swim up to this dragon, and then seeing that I'm at a bit of a disadvantage given the drag in the air, I will infuse a little bit extra into my attacks. So I will do my normal 2 attacks, and then I will do a flurry of blows. And so that's 18 to hit with my quarterstaff.
That hits.
Okay, 7 damage on the first hit. Okay, 18 to hit again. Okay, so 8 damage on the second, and now for my third. Okay, so 7 damage, and then final hits.
Good old monks with their volleys.
They're so fun! And I assume there's a miss on the last one.
Yeah, that is.
Perfect.
So you all see this monk just swim lightning fast up at the dragon, just start just beating the snot out of it underwater, and these like concussive like water hits as it hits the dragon. And the dragon seems like it's getting hurt, but it's still pretty okay.
Okay, and then as a part of my drunken technique, I get the benefit of the disengage action, so I will move away by like 5-10 feet. I get an extra +10 to my movement because of this technique, so I can afford to move away. And that's the end of my turn.
Okay, Vice, what are you gonna do?
Yeah, Vice will go ahead and as a bonus action activate her blade song. So she actually pulls out her whip and just begins like snapping it around her and in the water, and will activate that. So she's gonna have a higher AC and her movement speed goes up. Yep. Okay. And it's an athletics check to move, right?
Yep. DC 12 athletics check to move at normal speed, otherwise it's halved.
Okay. That's a 7, so I'm halved. But I can still move 20 feet. She will go ahead and move up within like 10 feet of it.
Okay.
And she does not want to use verbal components because she's underwater, so she's going to cast Booming Blade on her whip and use her whip with Reach and Spell Sniper to try and get this dragon to stay where it is.
Oh, like you were built for this battle.
Does a 17 hit it?
A 17 does hit.
Okay, so that is 8 slashing damage, and then if it moves at all, it will take an additional 1d8 damage if it moves. And that will be Vice's turn. She's gonna stay where she is.
All right, Jules, you're up.
Nice. I rolled a 13 on my ability to move in water, so I can just about move in water. So I'm going to go over to Big Nasty Dragon, and I'm gonna hit it with my sword.
Fantastic.
The one thing I can do, so I will do it. Does a 21 hit?
Yes, it does.
That is 15 points of damage.
All right. Anything else?
And then I am also going to action surge, and so I'm going to attack it again.
Right.
Does a 19 hit?
It does.
That is 14 points of damage.
Fantastic.
Yep, that is end of my go. Just 2 big hits with my greatsword.
This dragon is looking pretty beat up now. Someone say even like halfway beat up. All right, dragon's turn. I'm gonna need everyone except for our tiefling wizard to make a dexterity saving throw, DC 14, with disadvantage because you're in water. 'Cause it's about to breathe on all of you.
14.
14, that makes it.
19.
Makes it.
15.
Makes it.
I got a 10.
Does not make it. Everyone that made it will take 6 damage, and anyone that didn't make it will take 13. If you have a way to negate the damage, you don't have to roll a d4. If you take any amount of damage, you roll a d4 and you lose that number of breaths.
Remember, guys, to use up your THP.
I initially had 6 rounds, so that's 6 minus 2. It's now down to 4. So at the end of this round, I'll be on 3. Okay, cool.
Rolling a d4, right?
I lost 2 rounds of breath. I got 7.
I'm also 2 down.
I'm 3 down.
And then obviously, when your turn is over, you also lose a breath.
Uh-huh.
Lana, played by FG. Your turn.
Alright, so Lana's going to take a gamble, looking at the dragon and seeing that it looks somewhat beat up from the work of her teammates. She whips out her bagpipes and decides to sacrifice a bit of her breath to try the same tactic that she did earlier. And that sweet lullaby, but somewhat gurgled because it's like underwater now, so it just sounds like
These bubbly bagpipe noises. Oh, that's gonna be a great sound effect.
Yep. And then it's gonna cast its second level as well, because we need to win this fight centered slightly behind the dragon so that it won't hit any of their teammates. 30 hit points.
Unfortunately, it has more than that left still.
Seeing that the spell has no effect, she's gonna use her bonus action. Yeah, she's just gonna do the same like rock and roll melody as she did the first time, and everyone gets 5 THP and they can move up to their speed if they want.
Fantastic. So everyone can use the reaction if they'd like to move their movement.
And that's the end of-
Are we being told to move away again, or?
You just feel like you have like a little bit more energy, like whoa, it's like the same feeling you got
Okay,
earlier
cool.
on.
Given the option, Vice will try and move around to kind of almost like a flanking position on it. And just get behind it with people on both sides.
Yeah, Sariel will go down towards the bottom to try and cover that
I'm
angle.
gonna try and go to the left.
Yeah, Julius is just staying next to the dragon.
Alright, if you haven't made an athletics check for your movement yet, you have to do that first to make sure your movement's not halved.
For the D6 roll, it's
Correct.
round down, right?
Or it's halved. So if you roll a 6, it's 3. If you roll a 4, it's 2. If you roll a 2, it's 1.
I don't know if I need to roll another athletics check. I only moved half my movement to get there anyways, because she has a movement right now.
Oh, that's perfectly good then. Next up, we have Danny. What you gonna do?
I'm gonna try something that's either very smart or very dumb.
Fantastic, I love it.
So I want to swim to the edge of the sphere and stick my head out, if I can.
Okay. Roll that athletics so your movement's not halved.
Okay, I got 12.
That's exactly what you needed. So it's a
Okay.
hard swim, but you can do it.
All right, so where's the closest edge to me of the?
It looks like, I think up would be the closest.
Okay, so I'm like pretty much staying where I am, but I'm just going up to see if I can poke my head out of the sphere of water.
You need 35 feet of movement. Do you have 35 feet?
30 feet.
You'll be just 5 feet shy. You can use your action to swim as well.
Yeah, I'll do that just to finish it off, just to actually see if I can poke my head out of this thing.
All right. Roll me a strength saving throw.
Oh! Unnatural 20.
Fantastic. It's like the meniscus on the water is really strong, but you're able to break through it and get your head out.
Cool. So am I there? Out of the sphere. Okay. Alright, cool. And then for my bonus action, I want to cast Spiritual Weapon. And I'm going to get it to form basically just beside the dragon, and I can hit him then part of this action. So I'm just going to get to form kind of here. So I'll just roll that to hit, see if it hits. Okay, that's an 18.
18 hits.
Okay, and that's 7 damage, force damage.
Takes the damage. Anything else?
No, that's it. I'm happy here. My head stuck out with the sphere, just firing shit back in at the dragon.
Yeah, so you'll see her swim to the edge and just like slam her head out and like take a big breath, and then it's just like casting with the rest of her body still in the water but the head out. Hilarious, just like
Lana's trying to shout a warning, but since it's in, like underwater, she's like, oh.
fantastic.
All right. Last but not least, Zuri, you are up.
Okay. Crap. 95% of my spells are all talking. So, Zuri's going to pull out her rapier and just try and go after this dragon.
Fantastic. Go for it.
It's a 15 hit.
15 does not hit.
She just smacks it.
Yeah, it's like the water slows your thrust down a little bit, and it just kind of hits a scale and just kind of clinks against it. You've ever heard that sound of like rocks hitting underwater? It kind of sounds like that. Anything else?
Can I cast a spell still?
Your bonus action.
Bonus action spells.
Otherwise, Bardic Inspiration's always a choice.
Yep.
You don't have to talk to inspire people.
Then I cast Bardic Inspiration on anyone that's around me, and I just kind of like wave my arms wildly, like freaking go, go, go.
All right, I'm gonna ask who you're casting it on.
And Tiefling.
Oh, great.
Back to the top of the order. Sariel, that's you.
Drunken Monk is gonna do what she does best. She's going to... Actually, no, that wouldn't really work. She can't really run up it right now. She's just gonna swim over to the dragon's back, attempt to whack it around the back of the head with the quarterstaff at first. 24. I assume that hits. Okay, so that's 8 damage for the quarterstaff. And then she will put that to her side, and then she will begin to pummel it in the back of the head. I will do a flurry of blows, so that will be my normal unarmed strike plus 2. So I'll just roll them all at once and see if they all hit. Okay, so each one of those is with plus 7. So the one was a 15.
None of those will hit.
Okay, that is the end of Sariel's turn.
You swim up, and the water is just throwing you off. You can't. When you go to punch, it kind of just pushes you backwards through the water a little bit.
All right. Vice, your turn.
So as the booming energy is fading from my last turn, Vice will step in and kind of pull some of that energy back and form it into a sphere. She's gonna move it, and she's gonna cast Thunder Wave at 2nd level.
Fantastic. What kind?
It needs to make a Constitution save.
The DC?
14.
It does make the save.
Okay, then it's going to take half of that damage, so 8 thunder damage, and it is not moved. Yeah, she's just gonna stay where she is.
Jules, your turn.
Gonna hit it with my sword again.
Ooh, surprising.
No.
The fighter is gonna do fighter stuff.
Ooh, wait a minute. I need to double check something.
Ooh.
What are the things I can do? Yes. So I'm assuming a 26 hit.
Oh, yeah, just by a little bit.
Because I have, and that's 19, and I have the improved critical thing. So that's a critical hit for me.
Nice.
Maths. I have to do maths now, and I don't like maths. That is 13 points of damage altogether, please.
It is. Not doing good. It's starting to look a little drowsy. all the cuts and the hits to the back of the head.
Before its turn, sorry, what is the roll for casting a spell? Because Thunderwave definitely has verbal components.
It is a d6 halved.
Oh, Jesus. Okay. Cool. I'm doing fine.
You rolled a 1, right? That's what that means?
I definitely rolled a 6. So half of that is 3 rounds.
Yep.
Vice is having a bad day.
How much breath do you have left?
1 round after this.
You're like right next to the edge, so you could theoretically use that round to try and get out of the bubble.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, try my trick. It worked.
That might be a trick that is being tried, yeah.
Luce, do you have a second attack at all?
No, not yet. That is the end of my round.
Alright, Dragon's turn. This dragon's gonna take a look at Jules and Sariel. That's Luce and Yasmin, respectively. It's going to try and bite Jules and claw Sariel. Luce, does a 14 hit you?
No, it does not.
So it goes to bite you, and you're just able to kind of use your stuntman training to kind of just like flit away. You did a Waterworld stuntman for a while. You know how to move in water. Okay, the other one does not hit either, so it just swipes at both of you and just misses.
Okay, and as it attempts to hit Loose, I will slyly duck out of the way of it and go to hit it with my quarterstaff, as I would get a sentinel on that attack as it's within 5 feet of me.
Fantastic, go for it.
Do a 20 hit.
A 20 does hit.
13 damage. Oh, max on that one.
So as it swipes at you, you hook on it and like spin through the water and just hit it right in the face. The dragon rears back. The water bubble bursts into rain. It falls backwards off of the building, lands on that railing and turns back into a statue. And people down below are just applauding because they think this is some kind of